In this video, I'm going to show you why you should be using Facebook advertising in your business. So if you've got a small business, or if you're thinking about starting a small business, then one thing you should consider learning and understanding is Facebook advertising. The reason for that is very, very simple. In order to build a business, get customers, get clients, particularly if you're in the professional game, then you need to generate leads and you need to generate clients. And in order to do that, you need to fish where the fish are. And the fish most certainly are on Facebook. The whole world practically is on Facebook. And so the Facebook advertising platform is an enormously powerful method of generating clients, generating leads, targeting your specific market. I have spent a good bit of 2016 learning Facebook ads and spending money on Facebook. And quite frankly, every single cent that I've spent on Facebook to date has been money well spent. And in 2017, I'm going to ramp up even more my spending on Facebook. And in this video, I'm going to show you why. First thing you need to understand is that the whole purpose or thrust of my online or digital marketing, I'm a solicitor and I have a solicitor's practice. The whole purpose though is to generate leads and generate clients. Obviously I'm going to go out of business if I don't do that. I am generating leads and generating clients from all over Ireland. And many of my clients I don't even meet, because a lot of the business we do is done by email or by phone or by Skype, but principally by email. And this site here, Employment Rights Ireland, is a big part of that. Now, in order for me to get clients, I simply ensure that I avail of or use email marketing in my business. And I've already done a video about email marketing and it's on YouTube. You should go to my channel on YouTube, have a look at it, and it explains exactly what I do in terms of email marketing. But if somebody comes to this site here, Employment Rights Ireland, the one thing that I want them to do when they do come to my site is to sign up for the free report. And the free report, as you can see here, is this 16 common employment law mistakes that most Irish businesses make. This is the goal of my marketing. This is the goal of my attracting visitors to this website and most of my websites, and I have a few of them. I've been doing this for a while. I might be a solicitor, but I also understand and very, very well digital or online marketing, because I've been at it for quite a few years now. And before I was a solicitor, I was a businessman, and I still am a businessman. I'm still an entrepreneur, and this whole area of digital marketing is something that I have really studied a lot, practiced a lot, and it quite frankly is working like gangbusters for me. In this video I'm going to show you proof of that. But the principal idea that I have with everybody who comes to my website is that I get them to sign up for a free report like this one. Okay, this happens to be about employment law, but I also have reports on property and small business and so on. The bottom line is I want my visitors to become subscribers so that I can then send them relevant, useful information by email. And what I do, or what the purpose of that is, simply they will then see me as a trusted authority. I don't just tell them that I know what I'm doing or that I understand or know employment law. I actually demonstrate it. And I demonstrate it by sending them regular tips, emails about employment law in Ireland. I do the same for all of my other subscribers in my other lists. But the bottom line is that I want to grow my subscriber base. I want to avail of and use email marketing, which is a huge part of my business. And to show you that, you'll see here in my email marketing account from Aweber, you'll see that currently I have a total of 4,632 subscribers. They are spread across 4 or 5 different markets or niches. The biggest number is the 3,483 who have signed up for this 16 mistakes list. That's the one, the employment law one, the 16 mistakes that most employers make. So I am averaging 120 sign-ups a week to this list. And essentially, when people sign up, I then can develop a relationship with them. They can see from reading my emails that I actually know what I'm talking about in terms of employment law. And they then, when they are going to get a solicitor, I am at the top of their mind because I've demonstrated my knowledge and have given them useful, helpful information on a regular basis, and I've developed or built up a relationship with them. So that's the basic nuts and bolts, the soup and potatoes, as it were, of the my marketing, my online marketing. But where do I get these sign-ups? Where do I get these subscribers? Remember, I have at the current things stand currently today at 4,632 subscribers in total. I'm averaging 120 new subscribers per week. But where do I get them? I get a huge amount of them through Facebook advertising. And to prove that and to show you that, if you go in here and you have a look at my analytics data from Google, you'll see Employment Rights Ireland. This is the site, 16 mistakes report. So I've set up goal completions on this Google Analytics to see where are my sign-ups coming from. And if we look at, take the period of the last 30 days, 23rd of November to the 23rd of December, and you'll see that I've got 568 new sign-ups. If we take a look though at the source or the medium for those sign-ups, you'll see that they are coming, well, there's a huge amount of them coming from Facebook. That's 59% plus 13, that's 62, 72, and 8 is 80. So the first three there, 80% of these sign-ups of 568 subscribers in the last 30 days have come from Facebook. That shows you the power of Facebook advertising. I'm going to demonstrate now and show you also some other very, very useful things in relation to Facebook advertising. The key with Facebook advertising though is this: you can target your specific audience in terms of geography, in terms of age, in terms of sex, in terms of interest. You can get really, really granular. So if you buy an advertisement in the local newspaper or the national newspaper, your ad is going to be seen by a huge number of people who have absolutely no interest in what you're doing or what you're selling. However, with Facebook advertising, you can actually get very, very focused, laser focused on your potential target market. There's tricks of or ways of setting up and creating audiences then as well, custom audiences, which allow you to be very, very focused and very granular in terms of your advertising. But let's have a look now at my Facebook advertising account. Okay, here's the account, and you'll see in the last, I've only got serious in the last 6 months, you'll see I've spent $4,416 US dollars. There's a couple of things here I want you to have a look at, and you will see now when this loads up. The first thing I want to show you is the leads that I'm getting and the cost of the leads. So it's a bit slow today for some reason. Take a look at the lifetime data, and we're going to have a look at those leads that I'm getting, the 16 mistakes report leads. They're the people we want to have a look at. Okay, here is the data for the lifetime of this account. Sorry, that's not the lifetime. We've got to update it here. Sign up for 16 mistakes report. This is the one. And you'll see the cost then per acquisition is 33 cents. That's 33 cents, US dollar cents, to get a lead. Many people will pay far more than 33 cents. They'll pay €1 or €2 to get a lead, but I'm getting leads for 33 cents, and that's the US dollar cents, so it's probably less than 30 euro cents. That's per lead, and that's, you'll see I've got 649 leads over the lifetime of my advertising here, but I'm only advertising on Facebook ads for say the last 6 months, and 649 leads at a cost of 33 cents. The other thing I want to show you is the engagement, page post engagement cost. This campaign here now is a campaign, Employment Rights Ireland page post engagement. I want to just draw to your attention, it's costing me 0.002 of a cent for a page post engagement. What does that actually mean? A page post engagement is a like, a share, a comment, or a click. And if we have a look at the video, you'll see how useful have a look at the ad rather, you'll see how useful this is in terms of driving traffic and so on. Use ad set number 2. You'll see that I'm getting getting a cost per post engagement of 0.001. That, as I say, means that people are either liking, clicking, commenting, or sharing. And I want to show you the actual ad, and you'll see the statistics for it, or data for it. It is pretty impressive, to be quite frank. And the computer is very slow today. Rest breaks. This is the video. It's a video ad, and it's a video that it took me about 3 minutes to make. I made it, or 5 minutes perhaps. I made it with my mobile phone in the back office in Enfield. But I want to just show you, we want to have a look at the post to see exactly what has been involved. So here's the post as it appears on Facebook. My computer is very slow today, unfortunately. I'm going to get a new one. Hopefully Santa might bring me a new one, or else the sales are going to. But this is basically the page post engagement that I'm talking about. Now, there's some very, very interesting statistics here. Firstly, I've reached 41,082 people. I've had 117,000 views. I have had 579 people, plus these 3 people, liking or commenting on or liking it. I've had 99 comments, and here's all of the comments here. 99 people commenting on this, and most importantly, I've had 353 shares. Remember that if somebody shares a post with a friend or with a colleague or a family member, that's free advertising for me. So this is the power of Facebook advertising. You're paying for so much, but if your stuff is useful enough and people engage with it, and this is a simple video which just is me talking about your rest breaks in work, are you getting your rest breaks, etc, etc. You'll see from the video on the screen there when it loads up that it's a video I simply made with my mobile phone, and it took me about four minutes. Here's 353 shares, 99 comments, and 581 people liked it. And if the video loads up, you'll see yourself, it's pretty basic. So that's the video. Okay, now we'll just exit out of that. Now in this one I just want to show you, you see here Will's video views. This is a series of videos about wills, but you see over here on the right hand side I'm getting cost per click of 4 cents. In other words, people are visiting my website and it's costing me 4 cents. So I can drive an awful lot of traffic to my website at 4 cents a click. It's very, very good value. The other thing then that I can do, when I create a series of videos about wills and put them up on YouTube or up on Facebook, I can then create a custom audience. A custom audience then can be an audience comprised of people who have watched, say, 50% of my wills videos. So if I'm then advertising afterwards, doing a special offer on maybe a will, to people who have watched at least 50% of my Wills videos. I know that they are an interested market. I know that they're a warm market because they've showed an interest already by watching over 50% of my videos, and I can create that custom audience by Facebook or on Facebook because it creates the data. So you'll see here all of these different custom audiences that I have. 4 counties, that's an audience comprising people in Dublin, Meath, Kildare and Westmeath. Here, visitors who visit the employees web page on my website. Here's visitors to the employer's web page on my website. These are all custom audiences and they're all different sizes. Here's one here, 50 miles from Mansfield, and watch 25% of property videos. So I've put property videos up on Facebook. I've advertised them. I've basically paid for video views, and then I can track how many or what percentage of the video has been watched by how many people and so on. And then subsequently, when I'm going to set up an advertising campaign, I can target my advertising at people who have watched at least 25%, at least 50% of the videos about residential property acquisition or sale or whatever. Clearly, that is a warm audience. It's not a cold audience. And that's the huge advantage of Facebook advertising. You can be very, very targeted, you can be very, very granular, and then you can create custom audiences. So initially you might put up some videos and advertise them, and then you make out of that audience, after running it for 5 days of the week, out of that you're going to create a custom audience of people who have watched at least 50%. Now you could go for 75% of the video, but if you are advertising an offer to people who have watched already 50% or 75% of your video or videos about property or about wills or whatever, you know those people are interested in those topics, and so you're not wasting your time trying to sell people stuff that they've no interest in. One of the keys then to Facebook advertising is the pixel. You'll see here pixel fires. Basically you place a pixel on your website, and Facebook will then, or that pixel will then track all of the people who visit your website, and because the pixel will fire when a person visits your website and there's a cookie placed on their computer. So when we go back then to Facebook and I go to advertise, I can advertise to people who have visited my website in the last 30 days, in the last 60 days, in the last 90 days. The bottom line is that Facebook advertising is incredibly powerful, incredibly effective, and you can be very, very intentional, very, very targeted, very granular with your advertising, provided you know what you're doing. And my strong advice to you, if you're starting a business or running a small business, is to learn Facebook advertising, learn how it works. There's plenty of information out there for free. Just Google it on the internet, go to YouTube, watch some videos, and through a process of trial and error and educating yourself, you will be able to tap into the huge resource that Facebook is. And you may well think that people, if you're a professional, for example, you're not going to get any business off Facebook. Nothing could be further from the truth. I am a solicitor, and I can guarantee you that I am getting a buttload of leads and new clients off Facebook. And the reason for that is because I am putting relevant, targeted content in front of those people, because I know what they're looking for, I know what their interests are, and Facebook advertising is so cost effective. It is unbelievable, particularly if you're uploading videos. And if you're making videos, you can also put them up on YouTube, obviously. So if you're a small business, do not make it your business in 2017 to learn Facebook advertising. It'll serve you very, very well. And remember, my analytics there, you'll see of 568 sign-ups for my 16 mistakes report, 568 of them, 80% you'll see, 59 and 13 and 8, over 80% of them came from Facebook. That is a huge advantage to me, And the cost then, as I said earlier on, or showed you earlier on, it's around 30 cents for a lead. And when somebody becomes a lead, they come into my marketing funnel. They are set up then in this legacy or a follow-up series of emails where I send people relevant, useful information that they are happy to consume. I don't have to pitch them. I don't have to do a pitch fest every time. I simply give good, useful information. And when people then need a solicitor or need somebody with experience or knowledge or expertise in the area of employment law, for example, or residential property or whatever, I am at the top of their mind simply because I'm in their email inbox every few days. So to sum up, if you want to grow your business, I would strongly recommend you just take the time to learn about Facebook advertising, because no matter what business you're in, you can end up driving people to your list, and you should be doing email marketing, and you can grow your subscriber base like I have. You see I have 4,632 subscribers. These are people who I can email regularly. You don't abuse it. You give them good, useful, relevant information. But ultimately what you do then, if you're a professional like me, but the same applies to a lot of businesses, you position yourself as a trusted authority in your particular area. And a huge amount of it, as I say, comes from my ability to use Facebook advertising, and I did take the time to learn it, and I suggest you to do too. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, you might just give it a thumbs up down below if it's on Facebook or it's on YouTube that you're watching it, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And one thing I would just recommend to you very, very strongly, email marketing. Not too many people in Ireland do email marketing very well or very professionally. I would strongly recommend that you consider understanding and learning email marketing, because for me, the holy grail of generating clients, generating leads for my solicitor's practice, and I've been at this a little while now, is email marketing and Facebook advertising. Now, I also have a YouTube channel, and you should check it out. It's useful as well, but email marketing is the key. And to drive the email marketing, to drive subscribers to my list, to drive sign-ups, I use Facebook advertising, and obviously Google search then as well is a huge thing, because my websites rank really, really well because of the content that's on them. I hope you find this useful. Thanks for watching.